Okay, right. So what we have here is question 8, which says that O is the center of the circle. KOM is bisects chord LN, right? And MNO is 26 degrees. So the angle MNO is 26 degrees. K and P are points on the circle with NKP being 32 degrees. So everything is shown in the diagram here, where K1 is equals to 32 degrees and MNO is 26 degrees. And we are also told that this part here, MN is equals to ML. So even though it's not mentioned in the statement, but the diagram shows that. So that's what we need to know. And going to the first question, it says that we must so the first question says that we must identify the following angles. So yeah, the first angle for 8.1.1, it's we must determine angle O2. Find angle O2. So angle O2 in this diagram, it's this one here, right? So you need to find that angle there. So how do you find that angle? If we take a look, this angle here is equals to twice this angle there. Remember theorem 3, right? Yes. So that's what you do. You're gonna say angle O2 is equals to twice angle K1. So the reason is angle at center is equals to twice angle at circumference, right? So angle at center is equals to twice its circumference. So we know K1, but K1, angle K1 is equals to 32 degrees. So angle O2, which is equals to twice angle K1, is equals to twice of 32 degrees, giving us 64 degrees. So this is the first angle O2. Then B, we want to identify angle O1. To find angle O1, which is this one here, what you can do is, we know very well that MN is equals to ML, right? So that's the first thing. We know that MN is equals to ML. So what does that do? So this part here is equals to this part there. So this line here. So they are equal. What does it do? It means now that we're having a 90 degrees. So this is just a straight line going straight up. So we're having a 90 degrees there. So if you have a 90 degrees there, it means for us to find angle O1, which is just here, what we need to do is we need to first find angle O3. So we first need to find this angle here, because we already have angle O2, and finding O3 will then use a straight line to find angle O1. Right, so let's first find angle O3. So we basically said MN is equals to ML, right? So the reason can be given. You say given due to the diagram. And then now looking at the diagram, triangle MNO, which is this triangle that looks like this. It looks something like that, where this is the 90 degrees, and this is M, and this is N, and this is O, right? We already know the 90 degrees, already know that here is 26 degrees, so I'm just looking at this diagram here, looking at this one here. So already know that 26 degrees and 90 degrees, so we can easily find angle O3. So angle O3 is angle O3, so let me remove this. So angle O3 plus angle M plus angle N is equals to 180 degrees. So reason for this is sum of angles of a triangle, or of the internal angles of a triangle. You can say that. So we want angle O3 plus M, which is 90 degrees, plus N, which is 26 degrees, equals to 180 degrees. So if we add everything up and subtract, we're going to have angle O3 equals to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 26 degrees. So angle O3 will give us 64 degrees. So this was angle O3. Now I want to identify angle O1, which is what is required. Angle O1 plus angle O2 plus angle O3 is equals to 180 degrees. So the reason for this is a straight line. Or you can use a statement that was given, which we were told that KOM bisects LN. So this statement here, right? You can just write that. So now O1, so angle O1 plus what is O2? We know O2 is 64 degrees. What is O3? O3, it's also 64 degrees, equals to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle O1 is equals to 180 degrees minus 64 degrees minus 64 degrees. Therefore, angle O1 is going to give us 52 degrees. So this is the answer for B. So now, the last question says that we must prove that KN bisects angle OKP. So whenever you see such a question, when they say this line bisects this line, so we are told that we need to prove that this line here of KN, this one here, bisects, let me use another color, bisects this angle between the line. So it bisects this angle of K, basically. So if it bisects the angle of K, then which means this angle here must be equals to that angle there. So K1 must be equals to K2 if this is true. So we need to prove that. So meaning that we having K1, which is 32 degrees, K2 must also be equal to 32 degrees. Right? So we need to prove that. So how do we prove that? First thing we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, fine. In triangle KON, so let me highlight it using a different color. In this triangle here, in this yellow triangle there, in this triangle, because we want to, so the whole aim now is to find the angle of K2. We already know other angles, but we just need to find the angle of K2. So in this triangle KON, right, we can tell that KO is equals to ON. And the reason for this is already, so it's equal already, right? So if KO is equals to ON, it means angle K2 is equals to angle N, right? Yes, that is isosceles triangle. And we already know that O1 is given as 52 degrees from previous calculations, and angle O2, we know that it's equals to 64 degrees. So we can find angle K2. So we can simply say in this triangle, we can say angle K2 plus angle N plus angle O1 plus O2, it's equals to 180 degrees, right? So what I did here is I added this angle here and this angle there, and these ones here that are equal, these ones. So I added all these angles because they're internal angles of this triangle KON. So I added everything up. but we know that angle K is equals to angle N. So therefore, angle N is equals to angle K. So you're just going to write, instead of writing N, you're going to write K. So you're going to say angle K plus angle K plus O1 plus O2 is equals to 180 degrees. So it's 2K plus O1 plus angle O2 is equals to 180 degrees. So it's 2K is equals to 180 degrees minus angle O1 plus angle O2, and then you divide by 2. So angle K2, so remember it's angle K2. Just to correct that, it's angle K2 is equals to 180 degrees minus what is O1? O1, as I highlighted here, it's equals to 52 degrees. So we're going to write 52 degrees plus O2, which is 64 degrees, right? And then divided by the 2. So therefore, angle K2 is gonna give you 32 degrees. So you punch your calculator, you'll find 32 degrees. So this angle here, K2 is equal to 32 degrees, which is also equal to this one here, which is K1 equals to 32 degrees. So this confirms that, therefore, Kn bisects angle OKP. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, please write them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos.